Well, that looks like fun. I've gotten into it to where I know where the starter wire is coming from the ignition switch. And I've got these 4 wires here. I've got a pink, red with a white stripe, a solid red, and a pink with a black stripe. Those go to the ignition switch somewhere. And at some point in time, the starter trigger from the ignition switch goes to this yellow wire here on what is typically the starter relay, which I don't have hooked up right now. Bypassed it. Then it's got a wire that comes off of here. I think the brown one goes into the neutral safety switch, which I'm just not going to use because I don't believe in devil switches and stuff. Oh yeah, it's not a good project till you draw blood. A lot of it. Whoops. Anyways, hooking all those wires together to a positive makes me illuminates the top side of my headliner that's falling down, and gets the, well, see, if I turn this on, the radio comes on and the idiot bag light comes on. I've got to unplug that crap before it blows up on me. So if I do this, crank the key, it works. Now what I want to do is figure out, turn that dinger off first of all. I need to figure out what the ignition turns on after this stuff. There should be a dark blue wire in here somewhere, and then I need to cut that in to this light green with a black stripe. And once I do that, that will power up the van systems, which is that and this, and that will have the van systems connected to the key. So I'll be able to put the key in, turn it, and start it. And I can figure out where that parasitic drain's coming from too. Now, AutoZone's got a pretty neat online all data hickamajig. I was able to pull enough diagrams that I could tell what's going on. This thing, this black wire, I've got that hooked up to the positive too. That does the lighting, I think, inside, and some other stuff. It doesn't do the radio or anything. The all data, which I don't have with me right now, shows you which wires go into the radio and which wires go to what fuses and stuff. So there should be, under all this stuff, I just kind of jammed this starter wire into the hickamajig just because I didn't feel like farting with it right now, and I lost my wiring kit. Yeah, surprise, surprise, with my organizational system. We got a bad nipple clip here. This thing don't work. It was dead from the start. There's some fuses in here, big fuses, and I want to hook those up to these leads. I've got plenty of wire on this harness to do it. I think actually that'd probably be a couple of these. These like the heating fuse or something. So we got a couple of blue wires we need. One of them's going to be here. Whoops. Oh, hello. Oh, that's probably the ASD relay. Hold on. Doing this with my phone. I don't have the right equipment right now. Ka-chonk. I'm pretty sure if I stick the test light on here with the key on, we should have juice. We do not. That must be after the ASD. All right. ASD, auto shutdown. What do we got here? I basically just want to find something that's on when the key is on in run and start. Alright, well, that's going to need more than one hand, because there's a bunch of crap I got to go through to find it. But thought I'd give you an update. The next, hopefully, the next video I do will be either the fire, or preferably it'll be starting and turning off the car with just the key, not having to dick around with a bunch of other stuff, like sitting there and clamping this wire together over here and everything else. If you're ever working with a Dodge system from the 90s or early 2000s up to 03 or so, if you basically just take this little skinny green wire with a black stripe on it, hook it up to the battery, I shouldn't, well, if you're going to steal it, you're going to steal it anyway, so just don't steal things. If you could hear that, that was the computer powering everything up and moving the air control around and everything. But that's all you have to do to make the system turn on. If there's no theft deterrent garbage in it, yeah, all you got to do is take that light green wire with a black stripe, hook it into the battery positive, and there you go. The system thinks it's on. It powers up the fuel pump, powers up the ignition system, and prepares for the engine to move. Now these computers don't know that when you have the key in the start position. That's a JTEC, by the way. Not the Super JTEC or JTEC Plus or JTEC Mega Ultra Super Absorbent Heavy Days, whatever. That's just plain old JTEC from the 90s, 1998. And it has no idea that you're cranking it, other than the fact that the engine's not moving very fast, so it just, it runs it no matter what. So you hook that wire up, that thing turns the engine on, whatever. It could be underwater, it doesn't matter. If you hook that wire up, that thing turns the engine on. That's it. Alright, well, I need both hands, so I shall see you later.